All right, let's see if I remember how to do this. Well, if you guys are watching the replay, hello. I'm just doing another late night test before I go live tomorrow. Let me see. I swear every time I do this, I never remember what it is I need to do. Late night live again. Another late night test live again. Did I do this right? I don't know. Let's see. Okay, that's updated the title. Hello, Jody. Hello, Teresa. It's another late night test live. So my computer is put back together again. Hello, Ellie. Good to see you. Yes, my computer is back together again. I know I posted a picture of it in pieces, but thankfully it is up and running, and I'm just testing it now just to make sure that it's working properly. Hi, Susan. All right, so this is a good sign. Things are working. I hope my audio is okay. I'm not talking too loud because I just tucked my daughter into bed, so I have to make sure I'm not my usual loud self. Let's see. I have to say, I wish YouTube would let me edit or like update the titles and whatnot before the live actually starts. If that makes sense, it doesn't give any option on, like before it actually puts the live up for you to do any editing in terms of the title or description or anything like that. It just throws you right in there. So, okay, good. It sounds good. Hi, Jan. Hello. Okay. Yeah, I don't like how YouTube doesn't let you, do what you need to do to get it all set up before it actually puts you live. I don't know why it does that. But anyways, kind of have to like try to get everything done as quickly as possible at the start, if that makes sense. I don't know. Okay, so far this is looking good. And in a bit, I'm gonna pop up the other cameras just to make sure they're working good and that YouTube is taking the commands in okay. All right, what else? Okay, this is working fine. How is everybody tonight, anyways? How's your day been? I had a very, very long day at work today, but thankfully, it's, what do you say, the end of my work week. I am off tomorrow, which is really nice. It's my only day off tomorrow, but that's okay. I go back to work on Sunday. It is what it is. But I am very much looking forward to going to bed tonight and not having to wake up to an alarm. I'm really looking forward to that. And my nice pot of coffee in the morning. All right. Your day was good, Jody? Oh, good. You were watching. Hi, Francis. You were just watching me do the 2,000 piece puzzle. 2,000 piece. When I think back now, it how do I say? It's gonna take me a while to get my words out. I have such a headache and I'm tired, so I might sound. I mean, I always kind of talk funny, anyways, but it's gonna be super tough for me to get my words out. But speaking of the 2,000 piece puzzle, I have next to me right here my 3,000 count puzzle that I'm currently working on. And my goodness, I have to say, this has been a very I'm trying to think of a good way to put this without sounding. It's all been good. It's I'm having fun with it before anyone starts thinking that I hate it. It's I'm having fun with it, but my goodness, what what a challenge. I guess that's the best way I can put it. It makes me think of the two that you mentioned the 2000. I'm like thinking to myself, oh, compared to this, the 2000 was nothing. So, yeah, this one has really, really tested me in a lot of ways. Yes, yes, Jody, it's quite a challenge. Nothing like I've ever experienced before, but of course, that's to be expected. It's the first time I've worked on something that big, but I a couple things I will say. I honestly didn't think it would take me the amount of time it has with the amount of progress I've done. Does that even make sense? I don't know what I just said. I feel like I should be further along. But one of the challenges I've been really having for the last month and a bit was, and I know I've mentioned this a number of times, I've got a lot with work at the moment, my job promotion. So that's totally taken up so much time where I'm working 6 days a week. So it's either, you know, I don't get enough time in the day to work on it, or if I do have time, like seriously, after a long day, you kind of just sometimes you just don't have the mental energy to puzzle. It happens to all of us. Oh, let me see. Teresa says, "I'm very proud of you for not giving up on your." Yeah, in terms of like things like that, I almost feel like, and I understand why some people will give up on a puzzle. I totally get it. Everyone is different. For me personally, no matter how challenging, at least, so far, there hasn't been one that's made me, stop yet or quit. But if I've spent so much time on something, I want to get it done. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to feel like that time, like the whole time that I've spent on it was wasted. I want to get to the finish. That's me personally. Again, everyone's different, and I understand why some will just not even bother finishing. Totally understandable. I'm not going to lie, there's been moments with this one where I'm like, am I going to actually ever finish this? Should I bother continuing? But again, everyone's different. Teresa says 3,000. Yeah. I have done 3,000 count puzzles before. Jody, that's a lot of mental strength. I give you kudos for that. Hello, Miss Mia. I have a few 2,000 piece puzzles waiting in my collection. I'm scared to do them right now. You're still doing 1,000 pieces. Hi, A Child. Hello. You're still doing 1,000 piece puzzles, and that's all right, Miss Mia. You'll know when you're ready to move on to the next milestone. I'll put it that way. Get enough 1,000 piece puzzles under your belt where sometimes you can feel like almost they don't even seem like a challenge anymore. When you move on to the next milestone, definitely make sure it's a puzzle image that you absolutely love, because this is what I've learned is very important for challenges, at least for me. It has to be an image that I'm crazy about and that I must see it done. Because if it's a corny image, or it's something that you're not used to or not your style, you're not going to have that motivation behind you to keep pushing through, because you're going to run into a lot of challenges. I've never done a 3,000 piece puzzle yet. Oh, yeah. It's no joke, Teresa. It's a challenge. How do you get a table big enough? Well, And I will go through this. And speaking, I was gonna say I will go through my table situation with this 3,000 count puzzle. When I do the video, I'm gonna be honest, guys. Excuse me, I'm a little hoarse today. Um, I'm gonna be honest. What was I gonna say? Oh my goodness, I lost track of what I was saying. I've never done it. Okay, the table. That's what it was. I do go through how I go about setting up my table space because my normal puzzle table wasn't big enough for the 3,000 count puzzle. So I actually have three surfaces layered on top of each other to kind of build the size. If that makes any sense whatsoever, as I said, I will go through it in the video. Oh, that's probably what I meant to say. In terms of the video, guys, like, I, I haven't even started editing it. I have all the files so far transferred into my computer, but I haven't. I don't know what I'm held up with. Maybe I'm just so mentally focused on completing the puzzle that I haven't switched my mind to start working on the video yet. I'm just gonna say so far I have about 70 clips. That's a lot of clips. I'm sorry, I have to read the comments here. Um, but yes, I do go through the whole table situation, and I will go through that in the video. I have a 6K looking at me, and it's a big 6K. Oh my goodness, Joyce, that's madness. I cannot even fathom that thought of working on a 6K. I'm still trying to process that I'm working on a 3,000 count puzzle. So, oh my goodness. Yes, the image matters, Miss Mia. You better make sure that's an image that you are just uh that you just can't get enough of looking at. Because if it's not, you might have moments where you're so frustrated that you're actually tired of looking at that beautiful image, but you remind yourself, no, that you love this image, and that kind of helps motivate you. It's very important. um Susan says 1,500 is the most I can handle. Yeah, the point of the reason why I'm doing these challenges for myself, of course, not to only challenge me, but I want to see how far I can go with these milestones, and stay sane at the same time, if that makes sense. I'm curious, what is my limit? Miss Mia, I wish I had the room for a three table layout. Yeah, honestly, so did I. My tables are not laid out. They're actually they're stacked on top of each other. You'll see in the video. I know that probably doesn't make any sense to you, but what I did was I have a puzzle table with long legs, right? So I have that as the base, but it's not big enough. It's for up to 1,000 or 1,500 count puzzles. So what I did was, on top of that, I have a puzzle board that fits 2,000 count puzzles. So that's on top of the table with legs, but the 2,000 count table is not big enough. So I was gonna buy this, but my husband had one in his room. We have a foam tri-board. It's a really big one. So I took the foam tri-board and I put that on top of the 2,000 count puzzle table, which is on top of the puzzle table with legs. And the board is clamped to the table so that, there's no puzzle tragedies here, because, I can't afford for that to happen. I might lose my mind if that happens. So, it has an actual, like, clamp that, handymen use. My husband had it. So that's currently my setup right now. Again, you'll get a better view of what I'm talking about when the video comes out. But yeah, it's I had to get creative. Uh Let me see I saw that one. Hi Jan. I started a 6,000 piece and got the easiest half done and lost interest, but it's still out and has been for a year. Oh Jan, you got to get back into it. Do you love the image? Why why do you feel like you lost interest? I mean, I'm not saying I blame you. I totally get it because there's been moments where I'm like, I don't know if I could do this anymore. But I keep going back to it because I gotta finish it. I want to finish it. Even though it's like I'm having moments where I dare say it's almost it probably sounds dramatic. I almost like start doubting my puzzle skills, even though I know I'm no expert or, have any major puzzle skills for that matter. But you know what I'm saying? Like it makes you question your puzzling abilities, you know? It's it, it it does a lot. It makes you think a lot when you do these kind of challenges. And it makes you like maybe I'm thinking too deeply about this. I don't know, but you start learning things about yourself through these challenges in terms of like your patience level, you know, your perseverance, your problem solving skills. Like it's not just piecing a puzzle together. There's so much involved with it, that a lot non-puzzlers don't realize, there's so much with this. Hi, Elizabeth. Yes, entering the bedroom by Educa. I have to try an Educa puzzle. I haven't tried one yet. Joyce says, I wish I had a table for the puzzles. I can only puzzle over my bed. And those cats, the cats love, for some reason, they're just attracted to that kind of stuff. They love to mess it up. Hello, intentionally blank. New to your channel, do you prefer random cut puzzles or uniform cut ones? I have one that I really love, the image, but the randomly cut pieces and varied. I don't know. I feel the same about random cut and like the uniform cut ones. What I don't like is puzzles that only have like two piece shapes. And I notice those more with like the really inexpensive puzzles. Like they're the same pieces and it's hard. It just makes it way more challenging and kind of uninteresting to me at times. Again, it depends on the image. But yeah, I like different piece cuts and sizes and whatnot. Makes it interesting to me. Miss Mia says, I've had that feeling of not wanting to finish. Oh, I know. It's tough, right? It like pulls you in both directions. Hi, Rocky Mountain Puzzler. Yes, you made it live. Hello. This is this is the second time I've done a late night live, and I usually do these just to test my equipment to make sure everything is good for the following days live. And I especially had to do the testing tonight because my computer was in pieces, and I got to make sure everything is okay. So I had to replace a lot of parts that were causing me a lot of issues, especially when I was editing. Editing was like taking me 5,000 years, and I actually haven't fired up my editing software or tried editing. As I said, I'm very, very sadly behind on my editing. But that's one of the reasons why. It's because my software hasn't been working properly in terms of like rendering the clips and everything. It's just made it like so much harder. So I'm hoping with my new software now that it works a little better. But I think there's a couple of other things that I need to do to my computer in order for it to run better, because it's still acting strange, even though we've like replaced it with way better parts. So we'll see. I'm hoping, we can get it to a point where it's working properly so that I'm not getting frustrated while I'm trying to edit, because who needs that? I don't have time to be frustrated when I'm editing, like whilst I'm editing, I'm going to be honest here. I don't have a plan usually when I start editing a video. I kind of just like go through clip by clip and, kind of come up with a plan as I'm, doing stuff, if that makes sense. Intentionally very hard for my brain to process. Richard, hello Richard, a new senior biker. Pintu is testing me. Big. Oh yes, I absolutely love Pintu puzzles, but I do wish your pieces were a little bigger. They are very small pieces, but oh my goodness, the fact the way it holds together, I mean, that blows that little negative to me out of the park. I love Pintu puzzles, but yes, I feel you on that one. The small pieces make them very very challenging, but they're great. Yes, the test is coming through great so far. Thank thank goodness. I don't like doing these things like you know, like the day of. I have to like test it the night before so that, you know, I could sleep at night without, you know, worrying that it's going to fall apart the next day. But who knows, it might fall apart anyways. I don't know. Hopefully not, right? Joyce says Educa puzzles are good, however the pieces oh, they don't interlock? Ooh. Do is that the one that tends to be crumbly, Educa? I think I've heard that before. I do want to try them, but I have heard that they're crumbly. You know, I don't like crumbliness. That drives me nuts. Uh, Jane Lim, hello. I can't wait for you. I know. I can't wait for my 3K puzzle video either. I haven't started editing it. I need to get busy with it. Oh my goodness, I just looked at my camera view, my hair. Please forgive me, guys. I washed my hair and I'm letting it air dry. This is actually my natural, this is what my hair naturally does. In the videos, you see it fairly straight. It's because I have to iron it every day. But I usually just iron the fronts. But yeah, my hair is looking a bit haggard right now because it's air drying. But my hair is naturally very, very wavy. Very wavy. Oh, Jesus. Let me hide that. That doesn't look good. Comments. What do we have here? Stacy. Hello, Stacy. Yes, another late night test. I kind of like these. They feel a little bit more chill to me. I don't know if it's because I'm just in my pajamas or, you know, I don't know. It's cozy late at night. Perhaps. Yes, Pinto is great, Richard. But yeah, those pieces, man. Pieces are tiny. Just did my first corkboard puzzle and it held together amazingly. You know, I do have a corkboard puzzle. It's a Seiko, and it was sent to me. I think Thurza sent it to me. Yes, she sent it to me. So I do have a cork puzzle, and I can't wait to try it. There's so many puzzles in my collection that I still need to try. I need to stop buying them. No, I don't need to stop buying them. I could still buy them, but I need to catch up with the ones I already have catching dust on my shelf. Let's see. Richard says even with the new software, still a problem. With the new software is great. I think my issue with the computer is Windows. At least that's what my husband tells me. He's an IT guy. He's an expert, so I trust him. So we may need to reinstall Windows on my computer. There's something happening in my computer that's causing it to slow down a lot of apps or programs. It's not there's something going on there. He needs to investigate. So he needs more time with it. So again, I'm probably still not going to be able to start editing this weekend, the 3K video. So we'll see. You also said, I am disappointed with 2 masterpieces. My last one I almost quit, but my mind would not let me do that. Why did your masterpieces make you why were you disappointed? I'm curious now. You got to give me more info. I have to know about this. I like masterpieces. The experiences that I've had, they were positive, if I remember correctly. Then again, I loved the images, and I do remember them holding pretty well. They did feel a bit spongy, I think. I'm thinking way back now. I think they were a little spongy, but it had a good hold to it. Joyce, I haven't tried the Waskage yet. I haven't, and I can't wait. I really can't wait to try it. Right now, though, my mind is like so, what's the word? It's so occupied with this 3,000 count puzzle. I am like, and I still have so much to do. I still have so much to complete. In a few minutes, I'll transfer over to the other camera so that you can see the progress or lack of progress. I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. I'm a little sad. Well, not. I mean, is it sad? I don't know if it's sad, discouraged. I don't feel good about how long it's taking me, because I really want it. I really want to be done. I want to have the video out. I like to kind of keep my videos coming out at a good schedule. But as of right now, there's absolutely no schedule. The last video I put out, was it last weekend that I did it? Or did I skip last weekend? I don't even remember at this point. But October is not, in terms of videos, October is, what's that word? Not where I want it to be. I'll put it that way. I don't know when I'm going to finish this puzzle. I don't know when the video is going to be ready. I thought about making it like a 2-part, just so that I have something posted. But I don't know. I'm going back and forth with everything. I just don't know what to do. The only time I like them too. The only time I can be at your lives. Oh, like the nighttime ones, Stacy's, are the only ones you could do. And you know what? The nighttime ones might be something I regularly do if I have a live scheduled the next day. Because again, as I said, I like to test out my equipment and make sure like the software is working properly. So, and I know in terms of like a lot of my viewers are in different time zones, and sometimes the later ones, give others a chance to join the live. So, this might be a common thing. The only difference really is that you'll see me in my pajamas. Well, I kind of wear house clothes anyways throughout the whole day anyways. I never dress up. You gotta do it. Mine was a secret and the whimsies in it. Oh, it has whimsies in it? I love whimsies. I think they're so fun. And they're very cute. Richard says, piece fits 3 at most, not holes, so I could move into play. Alright. Several false fits and very loose. Not move sections in the sad. Oh, you're talking about the masterpieces. Yeah. Fit 3. Several false fits and very loose. Could not move sections. Sad I had so much fun. Could be the series or just a bad batch. You never know. Sometimes it could just be the year it was produced, or it could be anything. There's so many factors with what you end up with in the end. And it's hard to determine whether or not, if that's what all of those particular puzzles in that collection are like, or you just don't know if it was just a one-off with that puzzle. It's very interesting. Testing out different puzzles from the same brand, at different times, different collections, different price points as well. You have to think about that as well. Price points can really kind of give you an idea on what you're possibly going to deal with. I've noticed brands, different collections with different brands have different you can have a different experience with them. It really depends. 2 parts would be great. Yeah, I thought about doing a 2-part, but then I'm like, it's like, I'm thinking, all these things run in my head, like, oh, I could do a 2-part, but then it's like, it's only a 3,000 count puzzle. Like, people do multi-parts for like bigger puzzles, but then again, I could do it, do whatever you want, right? But I don't know. I'm really going back and forth. And if this, as I said, I don't know how much longer this puzzle is going to take me to complete. But if it's looking like it's going to have to be a two-parter, then I'm going to probably do that. Just so that I have something out for you guys. And also so that I feel like I'm putting something out and like I've accomplished putting together a video. I gotta do something. I gotta do something. I'm just trying to figure out what to do, really. Because it's like I could spend my time editing or I could spend my time puzzling. So what do? Do I start using my time to edit, but then I'm taking time away from actually completing the puzzle? Am I making sense here? You get what I'm saying? Like my dilemma that I'm having right now, because right now with work, my time is so limited. And, in regards to work, I don't think I'm going to be working 6 days forever. I'm trying to get a lot done right now at work. So hence why I'm doing 6 days. But I know there's going to come to a point, there'll come a point where I'm not having to spend so many hours doing work and then feeling so exhausted in the end. But you know what? Let me stop talking about work. Tomorrow's my only off day. I'm going to enjoy it. In regards to the video and the puzzling, it's me trying to figure out what should I focus my time on. Completing the puzzle or editing, putting together a video. That's my dilemma right now. No, Teresa, do not worry. I am not quitting this puzzle. I don't do that. That's not me. I don't like to quit. I haven't come across a puzzle. Well, no, I'm not. I'm gonna tell the truth. I have come across puzzles that made me want to, but I don't do it. I don't quit. You know what I mean? Did I make sense? They bring me to a point where I'm like, oh my God, this puzzle's driving me crazy. I'm just gonna quit. But I don't do it. I'm just saying that just to make myself feel better. But I don't quit my puzzles. I don't like to feel like I've spent so much time working on it, and then just to quit kind of feels like I wasted all that time. I gotta finish it. That's just me. I won't quit, don't worry. Joy says, I felt the same with the Haiti puzzle. I decided to set it aside for a week and did 2 other puzzles at the end. And you know what? Speaking of that, Joyce, I thought about, well, maybe I should work on something else. But again, and it's different for many people. For me, I cannot work on something else. I cannot work on another puzzle whilst I have another one sat waiting for me to finish. It's like a mental thing for me because I know it's waiting for me. So I feel like the time that I'm spending working on another puzzle, well, I really should be working on the one that I need to finish. Do you know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? I hope I'm making sense. I'm sorry if I'm not. But I don't know. My brain just doesn't work that way. I cannot focus on 2 different things at the same time. I can't. I've tried it. I've tried working on 2 different puzzles at the same time, and I hated it. I didn't like it because I felt like in a way, I felt like I wasn't making any progress because that's just me. Oh, hey, Chris. How are you? If you guys notice I'm not responding to your comments right away, there is a bit of a delay from when you write it to when I see it. So that's why I am seeing your comments. They're coming in at a little while afterwards. How are you doing, Chris? Rocking, you can also do a smaller piece count puzzle to change it up. Yeah, I know. And again, I've thought about doing another puzzle, but how can I put this? I feel like the other puzzle that I put to the side is gonna get jealous, and like, I know that sounds sounds ridiculous, but this is all in my head. I feel like I need to give that puzzle that I'm initially working on all my attention, and then finish it and then move on to the next. I cannot work on something else when I know I have something that's not finished behind it, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? it's very hard for me because I'll be working on something else, but then I'm thinking about the other one. And I'm like, oh, I should really be working on the one. I could be using this time to work on that one and be finished. I do that with a lot of things, though. Um, you use for, yeah, I do. And I have separate foam boards, too. I have one hiding behind my couch that I could just throw it on top of this one and work on something else. But again, I can't get myself to do it. Hi, Jean. That's okay. You missed the start. The replay will be out afterwards if you want to see the replay. Editing is a job I hate doing, but yeah, so much time. And I always add the CC for friends who are deaf like me. More time. Editing, guys. Oh my goodness. Editing is no joke. That takes hours and hours and hours. Like my puzzle reviews, the editing time on that is ridiculous because again, over time I've developed my style, if that, my style, how I go about it. Like, I have my intro, I have my unboxing, then I go to the start, and I kind of have like my style, the way I do it, so that's kind of like the base plan for all my puzzle review videos. But it takes a long time because you're going through all the clips, trying to figure out how you're going to piece it all together. It's a lot of work. And mind you, you're spending hours on putting a puzzle together too, YouTube is hard work, man. Hard work. Where did I see? Okay, A-Child, I'm glad you're not. No, I will not quit, A-Child. I promise you. Jean. I'm happy you're here, Jean. I'm happy you made it. KM, hello. First time catching you live. Oh, that's fine. For these late night lives, I don't know what time exactly I'm coming on, so I can't really say, oh guys, I'm coming on at 10:30 at night because, I tuck my daughter in to bed and, I'm sorting myself out and getting the whole thing up and running. So for the late night ones, I can't really give a set time because I do other things before that. It's a balance between puzzling and editing as another. Yeah, editing is no joke. And I had no experience editing before I started the channel. I do very basic editing. I try to learn different things, but then I kind of lose interest, and then I tell myself, just edit your video. Stop trying to make it look all fancy. Richard says, oh, I seen you do one that was the Haunted Mansion. I thought about trying it, but Pinto giving me enough. Oof, that Haunted Mansion puzzle. Oh my goodness. That was hard stuff. And you know what? I think about that puzzle whilst I'm working on my 3K because I'm trying to, and I probably won't know the answer till I finish this 3,000 count puzzle. But it's putting that Haunted Mansion one, it's giving it a run for its money, if that makes sense. I don't know if I'd say it's harder than the Haunted Mansion because the type of it's very different. The type of challenge is very different. They're very different puzzles. So it's hard for me at this moment to still figure out whether the 3K is my hardest challenge yet. Definitely my most time consuming, that's for sure. But yeah. I love a challenge with my puzzle. It encourages me to continue. Yeah, the challenge is good. Challenge is always good. Makes it interesting. Jean, I haven't opened up the package yet. My plan is I have them under the table here ready for tomorrow's live because I'm going to do it on the big live tomorrow. But yes, I will be opening it tomorrow. We all puzzle different and I love it that way. Yeah. All puzzlers are different. We have a lot of similarities, but at the same time, we have a lot of differences in how we go about our puzzles, you know? And I love hearing, when you guys comment, your experiences. I find it so interesting hearing how other people go about certain challenges or certain puzzles if they've done the same one. How did they go about it? Did they struggle? I find it very fascinating. So I love reading your comments. I love hearing about your experiences. And I've learned so much over time from all of you from all of yous as well, you know. I'm telling you one thing with this 3,000 count puzzle, I'm pulling all the tricks on this. I'm trying everything. Everything, and I'm even tweaking some things that I've done in the past as well. But I'm telling you, this is driving me a little kooks. Richard is. Oh, thank you, Richard. Cam, would a different setting help you with the puzzle or new music, dressing differently? Oh, trust me, KM. I'm trying everything. I was having Beauty and the Beast music playing in the background. I thought about playing the Beauty and the Beast movie whilst puzzling, but then I'm like, I love that movie so much, I might end up just watching it instead of puzzling. So it's like distractions, like, you know. I've tried different kind of music, like more of a, sometimes I play Minecraft music in the background. If you guys, know what kind of music I'm talking about. What else? I've tried, regular everyday music. I've even put on YouTube Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween music from the parks, what they play during the Halloween party events because, it's October. I'm pulling all the stops here, you know? Coffee, coffee never hurts. A sweet treat, though I'm trying to cut down on the sweets. I'm trying to make better choices. Yeah, I'm trying everything, and I'm still trying different things too. I wish I could move my setup somewhere else. Maybe I would love to puzzle outside, but that's not happening. Cause imagine me bringing this thing outside. What's the point? I might as well just topple the whole table on the floor and let all the pieces fly everywhere. Yeah. Richard, who makes a 3K you're doing? I'm doing my 3,000 count puzzle is a Schmidt puzzle. Let me see if I can grab it. It's a Schmidt puzzle because I love Schmidt, but spoiler alert, it's not the same experience and quality. It's not the same quality I've experienced with my 1,000 count puzzles. So that's adding on to the challenge level, a little bit of the frustration level. Again, you will hear about all this in the video, but it's still a beautiful image, and I'm very happy that I am working on it, even though it's, even though it's consumed my life. Oh, I keep banging my head on this camera arm here. Where was I? Who made? You were a speed puzzler 20 years ago. It made me quit puzzling. Oh. I haven't tried speed puzzling yet. I do intend to try it. It's not, from what I've seen, it's not my style, but I always like to try something at least once before I make a, how do you say, a solid opinion of it? Does that make sense? You know what I mean? It's not my go-to kind of thing, but again, I like to challenge myself. I like to see, I like to see where my skills go. Who knows? I might be super fast, fantastic, and, win all the competitions. That's not going to happen. But you never know, right? It's always good to try something new. Jean, I am starting another 2000 winter scene Winter scenes are hard because of all those snowy pieces, but 2K keeps me busy. You would get there. Oh, I know. And I'm looking so forward to when I look, I'm smiling just at the thought of it. I'm so looking forward to popping that last piece in. I'm just like, I'm beaming right now because I'm just imagining myself putting that piece in. I can't wait. It's going to look beautiful. It's going to be gorgeous. I might have lost a lot of hair by that point, but you know what? That's okay, because at least I can say I completed the 3,000 count puzzle. I'll feel darn proud about myself. Stacy, maybe for your 3,000 piece post short. You know what? Stacy, I didn't think of that. You're right. I could do short videos being posted like a full live feed. Can spoof the videos. Huh. I didn't think about shorts. Why didn't I think about shorts? I've been terrible. I haven't posted a short in centuries. Heck, I haven't posted on Instagram in centuries because my time gets so confused. Not confused. Confused. What's that word now? My mind gets so consumed. That's the word, not confused. Consumed with completing the puzzle and working on, like I focus my time on the puzzle and the making the video that I actually haven't had the mental capacity, energy, time to make shorts, because even shorts can be time consuming to put together. An Instagram post as well is hard work. It's a lot to keep up with. Social media is no joke, man. Ugh, ain't for the faint of heart. Thank you for the idea, Stacy. I didn't think about shorts. That is an idea. At least put something, right? I gotta do something. I feel, what's that word? I know earlier I was trying to figure out the word for it. Maybe I'm a little disappointed in myself. That's probably what it is. I'm a little mad at myself. I'm going to be honest here. I'm a little mad at myself because I want to have things up on my channel. I want to have new stuff. But I'm struggling right now. I really am. But I don't want to sound negative, but it's true. I'm a little disappointed in myself. I'm a little mad. I like to post things on my channel regularly, and I can't do it. Careful with the coffee. Shaking hands don't work well with. Yeah, that's true. And speaking of cutting down on the coffee, I've actually made it a point. I don't know if this is going to make sense, but I thought to myself a couple mornings ago, because now I'm at work on site at the office more, that, I'd love to have me an afternoon coffee. So I figured, you know what, maybe if I lower the amount of coffee I have in the morning, then maybe I can have some more in the afternoon. So I went from like 10 or 12 ounces in the morning to like 8 ounces so that I can have another 8 ounces in the afternoon. Does that make sense? Am I doing any good for myself by doing that? It makes me happy. You know what? That's what matters. Nothing like a nice hot cup of coffee. Love the picture. Schmidt, usually great puzzles I hear. Schmidts are fantastic. I've done 2 1,000 count puzzles. Fantastic. Though, and this is pretty common with other brands as well, the higher the piece count, the quality, in a way, the overall experience does change. That's what I've learned. They're not the same. It's not the same, which makes me a little sad, but in a way I kind of expected it. But definitely try a Schmidt. I can guarantee you up to the 1,000 count puzzles. This is so good. It's so good. I need to try their other counts if they have. Obviously, they have other counts. I need to try the other ones, but my favorites are their 1000s. Oh, so good. Hello, Brad. The trick to your 3K is not to get overwhelmed. The more you can sort textures, colors. Yes. Smaller piles of pieces made. Yeah, you're right, Brad. And that's what I have literally been spending most of my time doing. Sorting, sorting, sorting. And it's okay with me because I'm a sorter. I like to sort. I still consider that progress. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't like to sort because they feel like they're not actually doing anything with the puzzle. But I mean, to me, you are really, you're organizing, you know, and with a high count puzzle, you really need to be able to see as much as you can, and that's what I'm really learning with this one. I've sorted like 1,000 times and resorted 1,000 times. That's how I'm getting through it. Let me see. Richard says it became more like a job, then it was no longer fun. Could not do a puzzle without a timer and worry I am slow this time. Yeah. Speed puzzling is a beast on its own. It really is. As I said, I've never tried it. I do intend to try it. But yeah, that's no joke, especially if you go into like the competition levels, you know. Francis, thanks for the live. I enjoy it. Oh, you have a good night, Francis. Be nice and cozy in your bed. I hope you don't have to wake up early tomorrow. As I said, I'm looking forward to going to bed tonight and not have to worry about an alarm waking me up. Ooh, I'm so excited. Ashley is here. Hey, don't let the 3K get you down. I know. Remember how frustrated you got with that 2K and you were working with crumbly pieces. And it's Mason. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I know. That 2K was no joke too. That was tough. But this is oh my goodness. This is tough. This 3K. This is sucking everything out of me. It is craziness. Joyce says the Clementoni that are try to have the same quality. Really? I still have the Clementoni puzzles that I bought from Barnes and Nobles not too long ago. I still have to do those. I did the pomegranate ones that I picked up during the same shopping trip, but I do have to get to the Clementoni ones. I'm excited about that. I have the 500 and a 1000 count puzzle, so that video will be a comparison between those two experiences. I'm looking forward to it. KM says, I have just started having the nuclear coffee in the morning and then decaf in the afternoon. What's nuclear coffee? That sounds like super strong stuff. It sounds like my kind of stuff, actually. Have any of you tried, it's an organic coffee, Death Wish. Is that right? Death Wish coffee? Oh, so good. So good. Decaf. Yeah, I thought about having a decaf in the afternoon. I should probably buy some decaf. But I like that little spark that caffeine gives me in the afternoon. But I do have to watch my caffeine. Not the same buzz, but something about the action of preparing. You know what? Maybe that's what it is, KM. It's the whole action. It's the actual preparation of it. It's so Am I crazy? I find that very exciting. Like when I know I gotta prepare some coffee, I get super excited. I don't know what it is. It's just very cozy to me. I'm sorry, I'm strange. I get excited about those kind of things. I'm sure I'm not the only one. Oh, you're right. That the whole excitement of even just the thought of it, right? Look at my face. I'm smiling about it. Richard says, "Is the image seem to be more washed out?" Like, The image washed out. That could be it. That could be one of the reasons. And it's not surprising because they have to blow the image up. So, yeah, that's a good point. I didn't think of that. I didn't think of that. Hi, Gail. It is October and it's Jack Skellington. That is very true. My Jack Skellington blanket is on the couch. It's so far away I can't reach it. Usually I'm wrapped up in it at night. But yes, I love Jack Skellington. A child's a sorted. Yeah, I'm a sorter. I never used to be though. In the past, I never sorted. I never used to sort until I got puzzle trays for Christmas, and I was like, oh, maybe I try this out. I love my puzzle trays. I can't stop using them. KM, looking for the right table for the tiny. Enjoyed one of your reviews a few weeks back. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome, KM. Thank you. My nuclear is the bomb that wakes me up. Ooh, I'm gonna have to look that up. There's nothing better than a nice strong cup of coffee. I like strong coffee. Like dark. I like, strong in terms of like this might sound very strange, but I always tell my husband this. I love when my coffee makes me feel like it punches me in the throat in terms of flavor. That might sound very strange and weird, but that's the best way I can describe it. Like I like to drink a coffee and know that I'm drinking coffee, if that makes sense. Oh, goodness. Question. Richard says, is Ebu, I think the name? Ebu, I just finished climbing puzzle. Oh, no, the challenge, but they give you free. Do they really give you free music to listen to? I never heard of this. Interesting. Ebu, I tried an Ebu puzzle. That was one of my first reviews, I think. I remember it being ultra glossy, though, the finish. Did it feel? Oh my goodness, I need to watch my old videos. I actually need to do another Ebu review because I do want to buy a 500 count and compare it with their 1000 count. And also I want to refresh my memory on these Ebu puzzles because it's been a long time since I've worked on one, and that's all I've ever worked on, one. I'm hungry. Why am I hungry? It's too late to be hungry. Oh jeez. Stacy says, I like sorting. It is part of I think it's part of puzzling too. I think you having fun with your puzzles is important to your followers. You're sharing it. Oh, thank you, Stacy. Yeah, it's so important to have fun with your puzzles, and that's why I kind of stick to a certain kind of image because I know I'm going to have fun with it. And I've had people tell me, oh, you should do something else. And it's like, yeah, I sometimes I pick puzzles that I wouldn't normally pick, because I'd like to try it. I might like it, right? You never know. And so far with the ones that I have tried that are different from my norm, I have enjoyed them. But, that's kind of why I stick to kind of the same kind of sceneries and themes and whatnot. I have to connect with my puzzles and, I have to love the image. If not, it's like I'm not going to be interested, and why would I want to work on something that I'm not interested in, The pomegranates you did were about half of what you are doing now. Keep it sorting. Yeah, I'm sticking with the sorting, Gene. You're gonna see. Let me see if I could turn the camera real quick. Let's do a quick test on this. There we go. So those are 2 trays right there. I haven't adjusted this yet, but I got those trays, and there's 3 trays stacked on top of each other here, and they're all sorted. At the minute, I did this last night. I sorted them by shape on their own trays because I had multiple shapes on each tray. And I was like, you know what? Why am I doing this? I never used to do that before. So I'm keeping the same shapes on one tray. So all the trays have a different kind of shape on them. So that's the preview. Oh, sorry. As you could see, there's a big gap right over here. If I can turn this, that it's a big tree that's supposed to go there, and I haven't got much progress. I got two top pieces up there with like a little piece of leaf on them, but that's as far as I've gone with the leaves of the tree. Um, the castle is pretty much complete. Oh my god, I have it all covered though. See, so all that, there's a few missing pieces there, but you'll get a better view. That whole corner is pretty much done as well, but I can't. This camera is not like. Uh, what a mess. What a mess. There you go. See, that's done too. I'm getting there. I'll get there. It'll get done. It'll get done eventually. All right, I'm gonna move this so that I don't keep hitting my head on it. All right, let me switch back to this camera. Where am I on the comments? Let's see. So appreciate how you love process. Yes, it's the process to everything. I'm pulling all the stops with this one. Everything that I've learned, everything that I've dealt with, I'm trying to, you know, I'm pulling everything together here. Everything that you guys have taught me. Some of you have been giving me tips since I started this puzzle on things that I can try. I've been doing it, and they've been helping. So thank you for all the tips and the encouragement as well. Very much appreciated. Yeah. I have so many trays now. I've pulled all the trays that came with all the puzzle boards that I have. As I said, I'm pulling everything. I'm using everything I got. Not sure. Think you asked. Oh, okay. Richard. Gloss is too hard on my eyes and lighting in evening. Yeah, Richard, this is another part of my challenge with this 3K puzzle. I'm really if I get time to work on it, it's always in the evening. And, I work better with the natural light. And because of the way I have my table, well, I should say tables set up to fit this puzzle, I always work with my surface angled, right? I always have it angled, so I'm not dealing with glare. But because I have to work on this puzzle flat, like it's completely flat, I can't angle it up, because if I angle it up, the whole puzzle's gonna end up on the floor. I can't have that. Oh my gosh, that's a scary thought. Anyways, the puzzle's flat, so I'm dealing with more glare because I'm not, the light is just shining right on top of it. Usually with the angle, the light is not directly hitting it on top. So that's been another one of my struggles as well. Sometimes a lot, depending on the puzzle picture. Shapes versus colors for sorting. I'm doing everything. I was sorting by colors. I sorted it initially by there's so many colors in some of these pieces. I tried sorting it as best I could by color, and then in those one single piles, I resorted again by color. Is that what I did? No. I think the first sort was more like detail. Flowers, castle, characters, trees, sky. And then I took those trays and resorted it again. So for example, with flowers, I resorted it by color of flowers. So I had like the red flowers, the white flowers, and I kind of did it like that, kind of like constantly breaking it down. So now that all those pieces are in place, what I have left are like more of the dark pieces, like the greens. There's some oranges in there. It's getting harder to resort. So now I've resorted to resorting by shape. And laying them out all the same, because this puzzle has kind of like they have like lines if you look at it closely, and it's the actual scan of the image of the canvas, the texture of the canvas, so you can see the direction of the canvas lines from the actual painting. So if you line them up that way, you know it's gonna the piece is gonna be sat either like that, or like the other way around, if that makes sense. But little things like that you pick up along the way, and you realize, oh, I could organize it this way to help me, figure out a little better where these go. Jean says, did you get your hair done? You look different. It might be the lighting. It's funny. What you normally see in the videos with my hair is, I iron the front of my hair every morning. But this is my natural hair. I have very, very wavy hair naturally. I washed it before the live, and it's been air drying this whole time. And this is how my hair, naturally is. I have very wavy hair. So my hair is not done. My hair is just au naturel right now. This is a very rare occurrence. I don't usually, you never see my hair like this. This is what you get at the late night lives. You get an unfinished Mandy, if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense. I'm in my pajamas. I came out of the shower. My hair was air drying. So this is, I'll probably benefit from using some product on my hair so it doesn't look so frizzy, but yeah, my hair is naturally very wavy, and I iron it. Going into the winter months, gloss is a no for me. Sure makes it so much harder to see. I know, I'm not a fan of gloss either. I'm not a fan of gloss. Bradfield, Kincaid images tend to be on the blurry side. Yes, Brad. Kincaid images are very much on the blurry side. Mainly because it's the nature of the image. But what I have discovered with Kincaid puzzles in the Schmidt brand, their 1000 counts, they don't look as blurry as a 1000 count Seiko Thomas Kincaid puzzle looks. I find the Seiko Thomas Kincaids are very blurry. They're more challenging to piece together. The two Schmidt Thomas Kincaid puzzles that I've completed, the 1000 count puzzles, were the easiest Thomas Kincaid puzzles I've ever completed. And those pieces, the print was super sharp. I was super surprised, and that's why I love the Schmidt ones so much. Thank you, Jean. Oh, thanks. The only thing is, it never looks this good. Well, I don't think this looks good at all. I look a bit messy. But it never looks like this the next morning. Because, your hair never looks great when you wake up in the morning, right? So. But yeah, in the mornings, I usually just take the top layer of my hair and iron it out. And I usually leave the bottom wavy, so it kind of blends all together. I don't do much with myself. I really don't. The least amount of work I need to put on myself, that's fine. Oh, thank you. Thank you, guys. I used to tell my friends, and I've noticed as the life has gone on since the start, it's gotten poofier and poofier because it's drying. I think it's just about fully dry now. I used to tell my friends that the image is really my other home or place I visit from time to time. But when I did that was That's right, Richard. I escape into my puzzle images. I own many houses. Many houses. I especially love the ones by the water that, I have a lighthouse as well, you know? That's why I tend to stick to the, kind of the same style of image. They're my escapes. Can't wait to see what you think. Oh, I know, Jean. I can't wait. As I said, I'm gonna open it tomorrow. It'll be on the live. Rocky Mountain says, okay, now I have to add a Schmidt. Yes, try a Schmidt Thomas Kincaid. 1,000 count. Do the 1,000 count. Those are the ones I've tried. I've done the 2. You can kind of, trying to see. No, this way, this way, this way. There they are. They're right here. It was, which ones were they? It was a Snow White and an Alice in Wonderland, and I absolutely loved it. It was amazing. Richard said, oh, thank you, Richard. Yes, I love the lighthouses. I wish I owned a lighthouse. Yes, try the Schmitz. They're amazing. And they're up there, they're more than what I would typically spend on a puzzle. I'm cheap. I admit that. I don't care. I'm cheap. I know I am. But I'm happy spending the $20. I think it's at least $20. They range in the 20s for the 1,000 count puzzles. Happily, I'll pay it. Take my money, Schmidt. You know what? If Schmidt sees any of my videos, you're probably never gonna watch my videos. That's okay. You know how like Karen Puzzles is like with Ravensburger? Schmidt needs to reach out to me. I gladly do, a collection with them. As I said, they're never gonna watch this. They don't know who I am. But yeah, that'd be nice though. That'd be cool. I want my face on a Schmidt puzzle. Yeah, the Alice in Wonderland was a lot of fun. And I thought it was going to be actually for both of the Schmidt ones that I did, I thought they were both going to be really challenging because my experience with Thomas Kincaid's up to that point have always been very challenging. And they were always Seiko. All my Thomas Kincaids are Seiko aside from those 2. And they've always been like super hard, like ridiculous hard. But when I did the Schmidt ones, I was like, what's going on here? I'm having so much fun, and they're not as hard as I thought. They were fantastic. They made me very happy. Disney puzzles were okay, but not good quality. At least the one I had, the Snow White. The Schmidt ones, Richard? Mine were pretty good. Oh, Seiko. Yeah. Seiko needs some serious help. They do. The only problem with Seiko, and the funny thing is, I talk a lot of smack sometimes about Seiko, but that happens to be the one collection that I have the most of on my shelf. Because that's what I started collecting since the beginning. That was all I knew. All I knew was Seiko. But, since starting the channel, my whole reason behind it was to experience different brands and, open my eyes to all the other brands that exist out there. And I started the channel so that I could share my experience, share my first experiences with all these different brands. So yeah, and also because no one here cares about puzzles at my house. I mean, none of my family really cares about puzzle except maybe 1 or 2 of them that would, entertain my conversations about it. But, it's just been nice to get to know so many other puzzlers, and have these how do you say, these conversations about them. Seiko and the cheaper Thomas Kincaid ones made me say, Yeah. Thomas Kincaid and Seiko. Mm-mm. I love the image selection. They have a great selection, but it's just not good quality. It's just not. But the Schmidts, I found out they do the same images, and I'm like, "Pff, if I knew this, I would have had them all Schmidts." But it's all right. I'll still work on them. Ravensburger is nice, but I think my first Schmidt would be a good test on quality. Yeah, I've tried a few Ravensburgers, and I'm gonna be honest. When I first experienced it, it wasn't as great as I thought it'd be. Put it nicely. It you know, like there was so much like, oh my god, this is the brand, and I didn't really think it was all that really. Personally, that's just my from my experience. But I do want to try more Ravensburger puzzles. You can't deny though, Ravensburger has an amazing selection of images. They're fantastic. But yeah, I kind of feel like, I mean, I did that video between Ravensburger versus Schmidt. Hands down, to me, Schmidt is top notch. So again, Schmidt, if you're watching this, which I'm sure you never will, I not call me. You don't have my number. My email's on my channel. Email me or something, man. I'm open to collaborations. They're never gonna watch this. I'll never hear from them. That's okay. I'll still do their puzzles. Where was I? Oh my god, Ryan's nice, but I think my first. Jean says, I can honestly say I think your channel. Oh, thank you, Jane. I think it's important to connect with your puzzles because, you're going to spend so much time with them. You do spend so much time with them. So you have to connect with it, I think that's so important. You got to let it take you away. You know what I'm saying? You just got to. The 500 piece ones. Which ones, Richard? The Ravensburger ones? I haven't tried a 500 piece Ravensburger. That's a point, actually. That's a very good point. I need to do a Ravensburger video comparing the different piece count experiences. I gotta do that. Who knows? I might love the 500 count ones. I don't know. Try Puzzle Warehouse. Yeah, I know. I hear so much about Puzzle Warehouse. I have to check it out. I gotta be careful though, because if the deals are too good, you know what's gonna happen, right? I'm gonna be ordering a crazy amount of puzzles that I don't need to have on my shelf. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I gotta be careful with myself. I like to stay in budget, I do my best to stay in budget. My hand. Do I have a cut in my hand? Oh, no. I have seen a lot of... Oh, thank you, Richard. I appreciate that. Thank you. Camping, lake cabins. Yeah. Aren't those amazing? I love camping ones. I have a camping one that I actually have to work on from a brand that I've never heard of before. I think I picked it up from Barnes & Nobles. It's a camping one, and like, what the heck? Of course I was gonna get it. Think like vacations, you want to kind of like escape, there's nothing more fun than escaping your puzzles, at least to me. I fit in detail as much better. Really, Richard? You see, now I have to get a smaller count puzzle from the Ravensburgers. I have to do it. I got to do a comparison, because who knows, it might make me be like, oh, you know what, maybe it isn't that bad. Not saying that Ravensburger is bad. That's not what I'm saying here. I kind of feel like, though, for the price you pay, I would rather use that money for a Schmidt. I'll put it that way. But again, I still got to try more. Puzzle Warehouse is a no land when you're on a budget. Darn it. I figured that much. Things like that are very dangerous. I gotta figure something out. I've spent all my YouTube money on my computer parts. I'm gonna have to wait before I shop for anything more. Let's see. I got 1,000 and a free one. Well, that's not bad. $79 for 1,000 counts? That's a pretty good deal, actually. You shouldn't be telling me this stuff. Now I'm going to end up looking and buying puzzles that I don't have room for in my shelf. Gail says, a great way to stay in budget is rent puzzles. I rent from a company in Colorado, Missing Pieces Puzzle Exchange. You know, I've heard about these puzzle rental. They're like subscriptions, aren't they? Or is that something else? I know they do subscriptions, but I have heard about renting. What is it? Do you pick one? You work on it and then you send it back and they send you another one? Is that like the subscription ones that I'm talking about? Oh, yes, thrift store puzzle finds. I have to go back to that thrift store that I've been to before. Though admittedly, I really need to go check out more thrift stores. I need to find some more in my area. But the one that I go to that charge 50 cents per puzzle, what a steal. Deals. I could just buy every single one and only spend maybe $10. Walk away with 20 puzzles. Where would I put all those? I gotta stay away from there. Yeah, they are expensive and add shipping. Oh, yeah. One of my biggest things that I hate paying for shipping. And that's with anything, not just puzzles. I hate paying shipping for anything. It drives me nuts. It's like, oh darn, those shipping costs. That could go for like, that money could have gone towards something that I could use. Oh yeah, I'm spoiled with Amazon Prime. I am super spoiled with that. You gotta wait for those sales. I make a wish list. Then when they go on sale, I buy enough to get free shipping. Jan has a plan here. She's got a plan with Puzzle Warehouse. That's a good one. A very good one. I live in Colorado, so pay $25 a month. You pay $25 for 4 puzzles? They send them all to you at the same time? Interesting. Walmart only had Seiko and a few masterpieces, but I did find Magic Puzzle. Yes, I do like the Magic Puzzle Company puzzles. They are fun. Yes. I think the fit in the hold wasn't great though, considering that you have to like move it around and stuff. It's like you would have thought they kind of made that a little bit better so that it was easier to move around. But yeah, Walmart started carrying the Magic Puzzle Company puzzles not too long ago. They were mainly just Seiko and Masterpieces and Buffalo, but I'm seeing other brands crop up in there now. Yeah, Stacy, Jan has a plan with Puzzle Warehouse. She knows how to get them deals. That's a good idea. You have a puzzle list? Oh my goodness. I don't dare make a list. If I made a list, oh my god, it'd be so big. Gail says, yes, only 25 and I'm on the local plan and they have other plans. Interesting. Now, do you have to send them back within a certain time frame, or is it just you can't get any more until you send those back? Puzzle Warehouse tells you when they have a sale and easy to get free shipping. You shouldn't be sharing these things with me because then I'm going to go and spend money I don't have. Recently, Buffalo is good, and not because I live in Buffalo, but better than some. Yes, I do consider Buffalo probably the top tier of the cheaper ones. I do like Buffalo. You have a big list? Oh, that's dangerous. I know there's so many websites you can order puzzles from, but I'm a sucker for going into the stores and shopping in person when it comes to puzzles. I love to hold the box in my hands and like look at it and be like, yes, this is the one. Have a good night, Rocky Mountain Puzzler. Thank you for hanging out. Hello, Nefertari. I can never say that. I don't know why. It's late too, so I'm struggling tonight. What's watching from the TV while puzzling? But move to the barrel. All right. Depends on the plan you choose. They have very expensive one. I have done Cloudberry and Art. Oh, so they have different tier levels in terms of the brands. Interesting. I don't like the puzzles that have letters on the back. It's like a cheat at puzzling. I haven't. No, I've never tried ones with the letters in the back. Rick from Rick's Nifty Puzzles. He did a video recently with the letters on the back. Yeah, I've never tried it. I guess, yeah, it can kind of feel like a little, almost a little cheat. I'm gonna have to try one at some point and see what I think to it. Yeah, I much prefer shopping in person for my puzzles. I love going to the stores. I love to, see the big selection in front of me and just be overwhelmed that way. And in my where I live, there's not everywhere is a drive. You got to drive quite a bit to get anywhere. So, it's like a little adventure on its own. Magic is one. Except yeah, with some puzzles you just don't you have no choice but to buy them online. But yeah, I much prefer in person. Hi Sybil. Funny drawings on my knees. Oh, you mean my pajama pants? You know what this is. You guys know I love breakfast, right? I got these at Walmart. Look, it got waffles, it got coffee and donuts, it got eggs. These are my kind of pajamas. It gets me all excited for my morning breakfast. I love breakfast. I can't wait to make breakfast tomorrow. And I'm cooking bacon too. Oof. I'm so excited for breakfast. Gail says, and wood puzzles also. I do like wood puzzles too. The owner has a few video interviews by the local news. Look at the service at least. Pickup date. Ooh, that sounds interesting, Gail. Stacy, it's time for me to. Yeah, Stacy, I don't blame you. It's gonna be 12 o'clock. I should be going to bed myself. Oh, you got work in the morning? You have a good night. And thank you for hanging out tonight. Thank you. And have a good day at work tomorrow. I'm happy I have a day off tomorrow, thankfully. But I go back to work Sunday. Currently, life is one off day a week. Hobby Lobby and Joann's. Yeah, Hobby Lobby is great. I don't think I have a Joann's anywhere near me. And if I need to look it up actually. I need to find out if there is one. Oh, I like White Mountain Puzzles too. White Mountain Puzzles have sales. Oh, I gotta stay away from the sales. I gotta stop. I gotta stop buying puzzles and actually do puzzles. Nah, that's okay. I'll buy puzzles if I want. Yes, I love my PJs and they're super soft and cozy. I know my stomach is growling. Yeah, I'm making some bacon tomorrow. I'm super excited because I don't make bacon very often, but I can't wait for breakfast in the morning. And I've got spinach too. So I'm going to put spinach in my eggs tomorrow. I love spinach and eggs and cheese. And I have some waffles still in the freezer. Ooh, I can't wait for breakfast. I'm going to go to bed right now just so that breakfast will come fast. Joann's is shutting down? What? Did they go out of business? You having fun, A-Child? I have fun with the lives. I love chatting with you guys. It's fun. Oh yes, Big Lots. I did go to Big Lots recently. I have to go back again, and I need to find another location. Oh no, wait a minute. No, I didn't go to Big. No, okay. I got confused. I went to Ollie's. Now, I did actually make a trip to a Big Lots, and I was planning to film. But when I went inside, it was the saddest store I've ever seen in my whole life. It was a disaster for one, and there I think maybe there was two puzzles, and I was like, well, I can't make a shopping video out of this, so I didn't make a video there. I was very disappointed because I wanted to do a Big Lots one, and I know there's a Big Lots. I know there's another location that I can go to. It's just getting time to go there. But yeah, it was a big disappointment. You like the night chats? Oh, good. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do them. If I have a live scheduled for the Saturday, I'll most likely do the nighttime one the night before, just because I like to test my equipment and stuff, just to make sure it's all up and running. And I know that's exactly another reason why I like the lives. I don't have to edit. It's fantastic, and it's a video. Just puzzle in a little chat. Yeah, if I don't, I'm not sure what's gonna happen next weekend. I'm pretty darn sure there isn't gonna be a video ready. So it's possible, depending on my schedule this week, I might have to do another live on the Saturday. If it doesn't fit in my schedule, though, it's going to be another miss for next week in terms of video and live, which is okay. I got to take my time with this. I don't want to rush anything. I have to remember to enjoy the process, make the best of it, and take my time with the video, and not rush it as well. I don't like to rush my stuff anyways. Again, it's the whole dilemma of wanting to put something up on the channel, but then at the same time not wanting to rush anything, because I don't want to just put anything out. I want to keep it the same quality and whatnot. So next week might be another live, or it might be nothing. We'll see. I'll let you guys know. But yes, I think nighttime chats will be a thing. Good morning. Is Svenja? Is that right? Good morning. It's 6 a.m. here, and I will have... I'm jealous. I want breakfast right now. Oh, you're in Germany. How exciting. I want to go to Germany. Oh, man, I want breakfast now. I wouldn't be surprised. This microphone picks up a lot of noise. You're probably hearing my stomach making some funny noises right now. If you do, I apologize, but I can't help it. I'm sorry to have a new cat from White Mountain Puzzle. Oh, you know what? I've been getting catalogs from Bits and Pieces, and that's very dangerous because the last one that they sent me, it was like, oh my god, I want. It's like one of everything, please. It's like I can't do that. I don't have money for that. It's very tempting. I love when you tell. Hi, Amy says, I love when you tell a story about. Oh, I can't help but share my stories. You know, if I see an image and like immediately, I already know what's happening. You know, like I'm already in there. So I have to share it with you guys. It's just something that just comes to me naturally. We have a big lot here, but they change everything so much. Really? Hmm. Yeah, I really need to go check out another Big Lots location because, as I said, the one I went to sucked. It was horrible. Miss Mia, lives are fun. Yeah, I love the lives. They are fun. I love chatting with you guys. I know. I think I'm gonna leave the puzzling for tomorrow though, because I still need to fix the cord. The cord keeps catching on the arm here, and I keep banging my head on it too. But I'm definitely gonna do the puzzling and the chat on the Saturdays. And plus, my lighting right now is terrible. You can't tell from the camera. The camera actually looks bright, like it looks really bright in here. It's not as bright as it looks in the camera. Oh, now I'm so hungry that I'm burping for no reason. Excuse me. Um, Amy says, I always get a laugh when you talk about the dog. Well, is it me or is there always like random dogs and random animals in images? And it's like they don't really need to be there, but they're just there. So it's like, well, whose dog is this, you know? I don't have a dog. It makes you wonder, like, why is there always like 20 dogs in one image? It's like, where do these dogs come from? Did they escape the pound or something? Like, I don't know. It could be anything. Richard says, thank you very much for Discord. Very nice. Oh, yes. I know. I know. Discord is an interesting place because it's like everyone is sharing so much and it's like, oh, I want some of that too. And it's nice seeing what other people are working on as well. I love seeing that. For Terry says, if you push too hard to get things out just for the sake of it. Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. And that's the thing, you know. I don't want to, you know, again, it's the dilemma I'm having. I want to get things done, but at the same time, I can't I can't stress myself about it. Even, you know, again, it's a battle that I'm having with myself. I have to remind myself, don't rush it, don't stress about it. The whole point of all of this is just to have fun and to share it with everybody. You know, I shouldn't I don't want this to feel like a job. You know what I'm saying? I like to keep a schedule, I like to keep a routine, but you know, I gotta take it easy. You know what I'm saying? I it's still fun. I'm still having fun. But you know, I like to have my videos out too for you guys. But you know what? Doing the lives is a great way to, you know, fill in those gaps. You can make breakfast. I know. You know what I love? I love breakfast for dinner. That is good stuff. Oof. Breakfast for dinner is fantastic. I would have it right now, but it's 12 o'clock over here. I should be in bed. Live is better. Yeah, a live is fantastic. This is great. I don't have to edit it. And it posts on its own. I don't even have to upload it. It does it all by itself. It's fantastic. Oops. I knocked into the microphone. I hope that wasn't loud. Uh Yeah, yeah. We might have another live next Saturday if I have time. Um, but until I get the next video out, there's gonna be quite a number of lives. Hope you guys don't mind. But if it is all I can do at the moment, then I'm okay with that. I have to be okay with that because you know it's hard. I read that you got to go out with hubby and daughter, do errands, and gone all day doing family stuff. Yes, yes. That's right. Okay, so it was last week. This past weekend, I didn't have a video, right? That's why I couldn't do a live. We went to a fall festival. I love the fall. Oh, it's my favorite season. So we did that, and it was perfect day, beautiful weather. It's fantastic. Yes, the lives are fun. Yes, Jean, the festival was very nice. It was a beautiful day, beautiful weather. She put her, they encouraged the kids to wear their costumes, so she wore her costume. She's being a leopard this year. She's obsessed with leopards, so that's what she did. Um, and it was fun. It was nice. Have a good night, Sybil. I'm gonna be heading to bed in a few minutes. I'm quite tired and I'm starving. So I figure, if I go to bed, maybe I'll forget about being starved. Probably not. I'm probably going to go to bed hungry. Um, yes, Fall Fest. Looking for fall puzzles too. Love. I know. Cabins and colorful trees. It's so beautiful. And I live in an area where it's like the fall foliage is unbelievable. Unbelievable. It's absolutely beautiful. You should take a fall cruise up the coastline near Nova Scotia. I love Nova Scotia. That was one place we went to every year when I was a kid, growing up into my teenage years. We would stay in Cape Breton near Bedeck, and that's actually where I met my husband when I was 16 years old. We met in Nova Scotia. It's beautiful. That's a little fun fact for those who don't know. I think I've mentioned it before. We met many, many, many years ago in Nova Scotia. Do you have puzzles from Jumbo? No, I have not found Jumbo puzzles in any of the stores here. Like the physical stores. No wonder you like the puzzles with Ocean. Yeah. I developed a love for lighthouses from when we would. Nova Scotia had tons. It was beautiful. Oh my God, the lighthouse is just gorgeous. That's where my love for them came about. We would go to Nova Scotia every summer after school was over. It was just so beautiful. And the town that we were near, Bedeck, there was I know there was at least one lighthouse there that we would sit in front of the water and I would just stare at the lighthouse. Hi, Marlene. And a French toast and bacon. Oh, I make pretty good French toast. It's not your typical French toast, but, it was how I made it, or my family made it growing up. I love French toast and bacon. Cinnamon French toast. My French toast have to have cinnamon. I know some just do like the egg batter, but I add tons of cinnamon. It's super good. Oh yes, vanilla extract. That's right. You gotta have the vanilla in there too. Hi, Maria from. Oh wait, no wait. Your name's Carol. I saw the username. Carol from Brazil. Very nice. Cinnamon and vanilla in pancakes too. I have a really good homemade pancake recipe where you put all the dry ingredients in a container, mix it all up, and then you use it as like a pre-made mix. So it makes like 5 cups of like 5 different how do you say? Oh, I can't figure out the word. But anyways, you make a big batch of dry mix and you just take out a cup at a time whenever you want to make pancakes. It's a pre-made mix, but it's homemade. It's fantastic. You made me go to the fridge and eat fresh veggies slathered with a cup. I'm sorry, KM. I'm jealous now. Now I want to go eat something, but I shouldn't because I'll go to bed with massive heartburn and I'll be up all night, feeling like a disaster. Oh, Nova Scotia's beautiful. It's gorgeous. We would always do the Cabot Trail, which is a drive around the coast. The scenery is just... There's no words. There's no words to describe it. You have to go see it. And of course, lighthouse after lighthouse. Beautiful. Yeah, it's a dry mix that you make in bulk. And you take out, instead of buying like the box pre-made pancake mix, you make a homemade pancake mix. Now I want to make pancakes. This is terrible. This is terrible. It's 12:10 at night and I want pancakes and bacon. I want everything, actually. I'm starving. I'm looking at my phone and it looks delicious. I'm starving, Marvin. Yeah, serious Tums. I can't be having that tonight. Friday night is the only night currently I have to just sleep in. I don't want to waste it, suffering from heartburn. Yes, if you're going to go to Nova Scotia, go to Cape Breton Island. It's called Cape Breton Island. It's the end of Nova Scotia, the tippy tip. I've been to Halifax as well. That's like the city. It's nice as well. But, I mean, if you're going to go to Nova Scotia, you go to where you're more one with nature. You don't want to be surrounded by buildings. Like, that's not, You go there to see all the lighthouses, the water, the scenery. Cape Breton Island. That's the way to go. Do I want to participate in the World Championship in Spain? I mean, that would be an experience. That'd be fantastic. But, if I were to go there, I wouldn't go thinking that I was going to win anything. I'd probably be disqualified in the first round. But, at least I could say I did it right. I wouldn't mind doing it one day. Yes, the waterfront. Oh, breathtaking. So, what is the best time of year to visit? I've only ever visited Nova Scotia in June. Was it June we would go? I think it was July, the summertime. I would go in the summertime. In the winter times, it's too much snow. You can't really navigate it very well from what I've heard. But it's also a very beautiful time as well. It's just hard to navigate. I get to go there once a year. We go in summer. It was beautiful. Yeah. Yeah, that's when we would go back in the day. Every summer. Everyone gets to finish and gets their placement. You get free puzzles? Well, I think now you just sold me to go now. Well, a plane tickets are very expensive. Oh man, now I really want to go. Everyone gets to finish. But you know what would be my placement, right? Like there'd be nowhere on the sheet for me because they'd be like, she just wasted her time. She's the biggest loser here. Oh, who knows? I might do fantastic. Who knows? Yes, Ravensburger does sponsor it. Oh, they'll probably be like, oh, look, it's her. She's not crazy about our product. Like, we're not putting the cameras on her. Or they probably would just to make fun of me. That's okay. I wouldn't mind. Yeah, you're right. You never know. They might be like, oh my gosh, she's the next. Who is it? Alejandro? Alejandro? It's Alejandro. Oh, we almost went to Scotland when we were in England during the summer, but we didn't have the time really. My heartburn, my stomach. I'm telling you, I'm thinking about food and I'm like I'm burping for no reason because I'm so hungry. I in a rural area, so I'm loving our tree. Yeah, I live in a very rural area as well. I'm surrounded by the beautiful fall foliage. I'm in the mountains. It's gorgeous. Yeah, it is. It is a drive to get anywhere for me too. Yeah, Ravensburger is Karen's game. That's her thing. I want Schmidt to call me. Yeah, Ireland. My mom's been to Ireland. I hear it's very beautiful as well. It's gorgeous. You came second? Really, Maria? That's fantastic. Well, no, your name's Carol. I keep saying the username. I apologize. Wow. Hmm. You giving me ideas now, then suddenly I'm gonna be like, hey guys, I'm going to the championships. Watch me lose. That would be an adventure, huh? We'll see, guys. I'll never say never. You never know. I might get brave one day and be like, I might do one speed puzzle and be like, oh, I got this. And then I'd be crazy and go to Spain or do something wild like that. Who knows? You never know. I have friends in the Netherlands. Visit every 4 to 5 years. My brother-in-law's from the Netherlands. I like the first one, Jean. There are no lovers. I know it's losers. There are no losers. We all winners. We all tried, right? Oh, thanks, A child. Are there any local contests around where you live? There aren't any. I have never been to a speed contest, but a regional. I have not seen anything like that around where I live. Maybe I haven't looked hard enough. I'm going to be honest. I probably didn't look hard enough. I'm going to have to look into it. Are there any puzzles with pics of Ireland? I'm sure there are puzzles with pictures of Ireland. Oh, look at this waffle. Oh my god, doesn't that look good? Look at the strawberries. I gotta stop looking at my pants. Making my tummy growl. Oh man. Spain would be a interesting trip. I'm fast at 500 piece, but with chicken. Yeah, I'd probably chicken out last minute. I'd probably be hyperventilating while I'm like standing in front of the table before they're like, ready, set, go kind of thing. Probably pass out. No, I wouldn't pass out. I don't know. I'd probably be a really big mess. They'll be like, what is this? What is this person doing? Why is she even here? Could someone take her away, please? She's an embarrassment. my speed and never again. I want to continue love. Like this. No. I get it, Richard. I have to give kudos to those who do them. Like Donna Louise, for the love of puzzles. She's a beast when it comes to that kind of stuff. She's a real beast. And Jeanette as well. I don't know how they do it. They're amazing. That's some skills, man. That's some skills. Could make some videos. Yeah, I do want to make a video. Of my first attempt at speed puzzling. That will come. I've been saying I'm going to make one for the longest now. I think I'm just scared. I'm procrastinating. But it'll come. Don't worry. I'll do it. Good night, Jean. I'm going to be heading out in a few minutes myself. I'm getting very raspy. My stomach is driving me crazy because I'm starving. And I need to get some rest. But you have a good night. Yeah, I'm pretty sure my cat is going to be walking around wondering, are you guys going to bed yet? Yeah, they are super fast. They're really good at it. And they look like they enjoy it, you know. That's their thing, you know. As I said, everyone's different. Some people absolutely love it and can do it all the time, and some try it and, you know, like it for a while, but you know, it's not their thing. I'm curious to see what I'm going to think to it when I first try it. I enjoy seeing the puzzle develop. Yeah, I've gotten quicker as I've done more and more puzzles the last couple years. And I think that's just because over time you develop skills, and you know, you over time can, you know, you see it differently. Your brain grows, you know, develops in terms of putting the puzzles together. It is fun when you start, but I just got too involved in the competitions. Yeah. Oh, he's passed out of your feet? Oh, okay. I think because it's warm and cozy in your room, that's why. Have a good night, KM. Thank you for joining tonight. That's right. I could be the new Alejandro. You never know. They'd be like, oh my God, it's Alejandra. Imagine that. Yeah, that guy is a beast. I don't know how the heck anybody can work on a puzzle that fast. That's just mind-blowing. But who knows? One day somebody is going to beat him. Might be me. No, it's not. Never know. Oh my goodness. I can't wait for breakfast. Oh, I'm yawning while I'm trying to drink my water. Alright, guys. It's nearly 12:30 at night. I need to get to bed. I need to enjoy my pillow and my blankets. You're my favorite. Oh, thank you, Richard. Kristen B. Wait a minute. Alejandro lost this year? I haven't been following it. I haven't had the time. Oh my God. I have to beat Kristen now? There's someone faster than him? This is terrible. This is terrible. Oh my goodness. I gotta be the new Kristen. This is terrible. I gotta keep more up to date with these kind of things. But that's craziness. It's absolute craziness. Why am I getting pop-ups now? Go away, pop-up. There we go. Could be, you never know. You never know. It'll be like next year. Oh, is it Alejandra who won? No. Was it Kristen? No. It was Mandy. No one would believe it. I wouldn't even believe it. It's not happening. Anyways, I have to go to work. Richard, you gotta go. You better go to work, Richard. You have a good night. Lots of new fast I know this is terrible. Too many new fast people that I have to try to beat. I don't know if it's gonna happen. There's a lot of competition out there. He was focused on his master's degree. Well, you know, that's understandable. Is that what he said? He was too focused. He wasn't training enough? Is he making excuses? No, that'd be a good reason. Oh, thank you. A view is a view. I don't know why I sang that. I'm sorry. Oh, thank you. You're just starting out? Oh, it's a lot of work. Oh my goodness. So much work. YouTube is no joke. But, yeah, guys. I'm gonna head to bed and dream about eggs and bacon and my rise to fame in the speed puzzling world. So, and French toast, yes, French toast too. So, you guys have a great night. Maybe I'll see you guys during tomorrow's live. That starts at 2 p.m. Eastern time, my time. So, if I don't see you then, I'm sure I'll see you hopefully on the next live. So, other than that, guys, you all have a good night, and I will see you in the next one. Oh my god, I can't wait for breakfast. Good night, guys.